Yes, wonderful. Welcome back, guys, to episode 3, which I have delightfully titled The Sanctum Siege. As last week, you guys began preparing different ideas for how you were going to tackle the assault on the Sanctum for the Darkling Maw, which was a group of vampires that have one of your companions' friends captured. So, as per usual, we're going to go around the table, introduce yourself, who you play, and a highlight of the campaign so far. And before we turn over for our lawkeeper to give you guys not a full, but a better recap of what happened last session. So yeah, we're going to start with, Nim. Let's go backwards.
Okay. So I play Nim, who is a tiefling paladin. She describe herself as a knight of the guardian. And I don't know what is a highlight. I would say probably the when I got that crown that only Zephyr saw me get. I think that was a very cool moment.
Very nice.
I think Nim was like, that's fucking cool.
Okay. Zephyr, you're up.
Hello, I'm Mel. I play Zephyr, a half-elf Genasi, air Genasi, cleric, Twilight cleric, and highlight for me would be falling out of a portal, watching my friends fall into the ocean while I attempt to cast Levitate on myself, but ended up casting Fly for the first time.
That was pretty cool. That was a very good moment. Persephone, you're up. Good talk. Okay, Keenan. We'll skip over just for a minute. Keenan, you're up.
I'm Cardiff, and I play Keenan Moonsense, an elf bard. And a highlight for Keenan of the campaign so far was off stream when we were doing a bit of a dungeon crawl, and he came across the tomb of one of his ancestors and placed in an origami rose before looting the tomb.
Yeah, saved your team as well from ghosts. Because you did that. Kalen, you're up.
Hi guys, I play Kalen Calanthar Misthaven, a blood hunter artificer multiclass. He's only just recently gone into the artificer route. He's quite excited to go see the dwarves at some point. Highlight for Kalen will probably be actually similar to Keenan. In the same dungeon, he found the remnants of the first Dreamwalker, so the first
he did.
blood hunter of his order. So he's now got a new focus to try and restore the soul of that blood hunter. So it should be kind of cool. Yeah, that's me.
And Persephone, are you here?
Yeah, I was actually muted.
I
my
figured as
bad.
much.
I was like, why are they ignoring me? What is happening? Why are they just giving up on me? I play Persephone, tiefling, grave cleric. And I don't know what the highlight for me was. I was gonna say the same fucking thing that Callan just said.
It was a cool moment though. Like we
worked together to free sort of part of that spirit. And that's it's definitely up there for me. And then I think instead of saying that though, I'm gonna say Toji because I'm a little bit in love with just Toji in general. Not one moment, just Toji, because he's the best.
Toji is the moment.
Otter ever. And I'm a little bit in love with him.
Amazing. Well, that's how we like it. So I will pass over to our resident lawkeeper, Ben. Do you want to do as best you can a recap of what happened last session?
Yeah, I can give like the cliff notes because some of the dreams are very long, but I can give the cliff notes.
True.
Right, so we, upon falling out of the sky, we met up with the Starfield Maiden eventually, but before that, we met up with Captain Thorne's brother. So that would be Roke.
Mama.
And we basically got requested onto the ship. They weren't too friendly to us to begin with, but we slowly got there. Kind of met his gnome friend that investigates Leviathans, but he thinks
I mean,
is
Rogue was nice to us. It was Rail Decker, the captain, that wasn't.
it was a sort of hostile environment when we
Oh
started.
yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
So we then met up with Thorn shortly after on his ship, the Sable, and were joined on the following day by the Starfield Maiden, which is Keenan's sister's ship. We each had some dreams. So Canathar thought about Barabbas, which is the druid that runs the Spirewood, basically, back home, which was part of his old adventuring party, and Holly, which is like his elven sweetheart that he doesn't know she still exists. Keenan had a very spicy dream, to put it a bit PG. Persephone was thinking about Kozar and also with Thorn, and thinking about what his wife was like, because they had the interaction learning about her past and that sort of thing. Zeph had a very intricate dream about Mavos and the Battle of the Blossoming Plains, the Stormcaller, and a bit about Zephyrix as well in there. And also saw a really cool fight between Sonara and the Stormcaller as part of that battle with their vision, which is kind of cool. What else we got here? We then started to, when Thorn appeared on his ship and Eleonora joined in the morning, we met for breakfast. We each got all of our own rooms, a little specialised thing. So little hints to what we like. So Kaelin got like a tinker bit. Keenan's room was full of pillows, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he didn't have a bed.
just pillows.
Meditate.
What else we got here? I can't remember what everyone else's rooms were, and then we basically found out that Roke knew where the Sanctum was, and that's why Thorn's kind of like sparing him at the minute for the most part. Then we started to lay plans to raid the Sanctum at the end of last session. I think that's. Oh, and Roke let us know that there's a way in through the prison, but that's sort of where we left off. I think that covers pretty much everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So you guys,
Forgot one very important detail. Zephyr came out of Keenan's room.
Yeah, I wanted to have that.
oh yeah,
As Persephone was walking by and caught them, and she's like, So now Persephone's convinced they've got like a little secret thing going on.
it's just friends with benefits. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, last we finished off, you had some time to talk to some merchants that Ellie brought along.
Sorry.
You managed to purchase some things, and you've all been spending a little bit of time resting, mainly, but also preparing yourselves to basically have an assault on this Sanctum. You were informed that in order to get in through the back entrance of this floating fortress, it would have to be quite a small team, and taking the entire very cannon heavy laden ship of Thorns, the Sable, would be practically impossible. Are you guys gonna do a little bit of recon? Are you just gonna head straight for that entrance? What would be everyone's
Before we do that, can I
ideas?
just add something that we forgot to mention?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Spirewoods have the storms now.
Yes.
Oh.
And that I could be wrong. The I feel like the infernal like sigils and like symbols were starting to pop up in places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you're
Um,
completely right.
Oh yeah, I got that in my notes.
Ooh.
That's right above the healer's kit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, also right at the end, it's not relevant to anyone else, but I wrote down that Ellie said, "You'd think she remember her family's bodyguard."
Mm.
Apparently
Yes,
I
well,
know
that's where
him.
we sort of left off.
Yeah.
She left you all to prepare and take some time to both rest and sort of center yourselves and make preparations. I believe Persephone was doing some ceremonies in order to bless some water.
Yep.
Someone, I think Keenan, bought a load of garlic because
Yep.
Yep.
we're fighting vampires. So he's like, "Yep, garlic it is." But yeah, we pick off with all of you guys not waking up, but you're all sort of naturally convening on the deck of the ship, having prepared what you would need to.
Mhm.
And Ellie is waiting there with two other people, Roke and her first mate, and is indicating that you would perhaps have to go in a rowboat. At the moment where you are, you can't see the fortress. It's quite dark. The night sky has let this very tense darkness fall upon you, and you find it odd that a lot of the stars that you'd normally see in the night sky seem to be obscured by dark clouds above. For those who can't see in darkness, which I can't remember who that isn't, it is very dim light at the moment, and it's only lit by the various different lanterns on the ship. Taken away.
If we are rowing, then I'm happy to take the brunt of the rowing. I mean,
I can help
that's what
too
this
since
training is for.
I have like proficiency in water vehicles. So
Yeah.
we can work on it together, depending how big it is. Is it just like a one person row, or is it like a multiple rowers?
I'd say it'd take maybe two. Yeah.
All right, gang, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Before we do, Persephone will hand out 2 vials
Mm-hmm.
of holy water to everyone.
Yep.
Because she made 10. That's enough
Very
to give
nice.
everyone 2.
Very clever.
So that'll be everybody gets 2 vials of holy water in case they find a cool way to use it, I guess.
Holy arrows inbound.
Mhm. Keenan is going to try and pickpocket a clove of garlic into Persephone's pocket.
I'd say with I'd say with your how stealthily for a bard you are, I don't think Persephone's noticed at the moment. So you're quite easily just dropping that into her coat. But you will clamber aboard the rowboat. Yes, you will clamber aboard the rowboat. And Ellie seems to sort of stand closer to the front. Roke a little bit more hunched over, and he looks like he's contemplating his life choices. As you guys pull away, this small weathered rowboat groans under the strain of a seemingly more turbulent sea. The longer you're out there, the more the waves seem to rise and fall, and you find yourself beginning to get tossed around a little bit. There's a moment where most of you, if not all, have that brief glimpse of concern and worry that you might fall in. But Ellie sort of looks across you all and she's, "Don't worry, it's the wake." And you realize you are now following directly behind the fortress as it's being drifted through the ocean. The abyssal drift is very powerful, and normally most ships or objects within it wouldn't cause much of a wake as they're moving. However, the vast size of this sanctum, or this fortress, appears to be also creating waves of its own. I need my rowers to make a strength check for me.
Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Do I get my like proficiency with it? I hope so.
I'd be Captain Jacking it from like the top of the ship. Just
You
keeping
might
an eye
not
out.
want to do that. You might not.
It'd be
I have a
fun, though.
-1 to strength, my friend. And I rolled a 10, so 9.
I rolled 19.
Okay, so it brings up the average a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
I just got pictures now of us going round in a circle.
Because
Near
one
was
side's stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not
yeah.
predict the strength check. Oh, what an idiot.
You guys are able to keep yourselves in the same direction. And you notice that Roke, every now and then his hand moves, and just as the boat's about to get hit by a wave, that wave seems to divert, almost slightly.
Oh, he cool.
The water churns unnaturally, the dark waves rising and falling in chaotic rhythms, as though something beneath the surface stirs and watches you. Above the horizon, the Sanctum rises into a misted view. Like a jagged wound against the night sky, this fortress is a twisted amalgamation of stone and wrought iron. You notice there are pieces of it that would, in its time, be beautiful. Spiraling, curved architecture that is now wrought by the spires climbing at the storm-laden heavens. You notice a lot of the building doesn't even rest on the water. It hangs suspended above the sea. And as you notice, it's being held aloft by massive arcane chains that descend into the abyss below. You can see them glowing faintly with an eerie crimson light. Each chain pulses faintly as though it's carrying the heartbeat of the fortress itself. This shouldn't exist. It looks like at one point it was broken and smashed and looked like it would fall apart at any moment if not for the vast chains that are now dangling below it. The relentless crashing of waves all around you, each impact reverberating through the small boat. There's a distant roll of thunder as you get closer, occasionally accompanied by the sharp cracks of lightning that now illuminate the grim spectacle ahead. Each flash revealing small details of the silhouette before you. Yet, beneath the natural sounds of the storm, something else lingers. Zephyr. You are the first to notice soft, faint noise, almost a whisper carried on the wind. These voices are indistinct, murmuring on just the edge of hearing, their words slipping away before they can be understood. At times, a sharper sound cuts through a metallic groan as the massive chains suspending the fortress are shifting under an impossible weight. As you guys get closer, the mist thickens as the boat pushes forward, swirling unnaturally in coiling tendrils that almost seem alive. Kaelin and Keenan, can I have a perception check, please?
That's a 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Kaelin, it isn't the environment that you first circle upon. It is your eyes shift to Zephyr. Zephyr, you are watching all of this happen, and you are the first again to notice that the fog seems to cling around the wood of the boat, wrapping around the oars and the edges of all of your cloaks. The lighting of the flickering lanterns casting that dull shadow. Just for a moment, you think you see movement. Shapes darting just beyond the reach of the boat's light, their forms dissolving back into the fog before you can be certain. A creeping chill seeps into your bones, far colder than the storm's icy wind. It's heavier, colder with each passing moment, and the sensation of all of you being watched, of being drawn into something vast and ancient, presses on your minds. You all now begin to hear the whispers on the wind grow louder, indistinct yet undeniable, as if the Sanctum of the Maw itself were calling to you. What would you like to do?
Are we quite close to the shore at this point, or are we still quite a way out?
You're quite a way out at the moment.
Can I have a further look around to see if I can see anything?
Mm-hmm. Perception check.
That's a 5. I see nothing.
You... This mist is proving difficult, and with the night sky not providing much light from the dark storm clouds above, it is very difficult for you to see anything.
With Zephyr being the first one to have heard the kind of whisperings on the wind, and now that everyone can hear it, can Zephyr discern anything yet?
Make a perception check as well for me.
Okay. Come on. That's an 18.
Mm-hmm. You can't tell what the voices are saying, but they do seem strangely, like, half familiar. And after a while, you do hear one of them even say your name. It's very fragmented words, but you do catch one of them say your name.
I think with trying to hear everything that's going on, and with what she's noticed with the fog around them, she'll hold her hand up to the others, almost as if to be like we need to be quiet, but then she'll kind of whisper, I think they know we're here.
Persephone's gonna look at Roke for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and then quietly as well, she's gonna whisper to him, "You've been here before. Did this happen to you too? Do you know what's happening?"
Don't listen to them.
Good enough for me.
Can everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, money. Got 6 on a wisdom saving throw. Fuck yeah, bitch.
That's a 14.
12?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a-
17.
sorry. Dirty 20 for me.
Okay.
14 for me.
Okay. Keenan,
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
you're staring ahead, and as you turn back to look across your friends, You find yourself where you've sat is right by the lantern, and as you pass through that flame, your vision shifts. You're in a grand, gilded library. Showers? Yep, showers. Shelves towering impossibly high. The air is warm and inviting, and the soft smell of trees crosses. You reach for a book, and as you do, the shelves erupt into flames. Shadows spill out from the fire, and you hear your mother's voice echoing through the chaos. Your stories won't save you, Keenan. They were never enough. And each of the shadows twists into soft elven forms that whisper, accusing you of failure and cowardice. But you shake it off. Zephyr, you hold your hand up to still everyone, and as you do, your hand passes through part of the mist. And suddenly you're standing at the peak of a windswept mountain. The air filled with the howling of a furious storm. And as you try to move to levitate or even fly, to move away from these disastrous winds, your body begins to dissolve into grains of sand carried away on the wind, watching your fingertips disappear into nothing. A shadow figure looms overhead, wreathed in a crown of lightning, her long hair sweeping towards the sea. You were never meant to control the skies. Why do you seek me? You are nothing. Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
Threads of light and shadow weave around you, forming a tapestry that shifts into a mirror. You see a visage of you standing side by side alongside another tiefling. Beautifully black and white hair angling down towards the ground. She has a soft, beautifully green complexion. And she points at you. You know your destiny. Why does she let you live? And as they tighten around you, they pull you apart, splattering you into a void of stars before you're brought back. Nim. Flames rage around your village, your childhood home. Your reflection appears in the flickering of the flames, but it's monstrous. You catch your visage in the shattering of a glass window, your horns twisted and sharp, eyes burning like molten lava, and fiery wings behind you spreading wide. A voice of someone familiar but so much more ancient whispers, "You are mine. You have always been. You always will be." Your reflection steps towards you, becoming itself tangible, reaching out to pull you into the flames. Before you're back. Kaelin. Your body is racked with pain as you are torn between all of these dreams at once, experiencing all of them, as if you were standing alongside your friends. And yet there's this hole in your heart where Erendor is missing. You have no purpose. Now, anyone who got below a 13, you will take 6 psychic damage. And you have disadvantage on perception checks until you take a short rest.
Who does
Caelan,
that say?
you hear the words, "The gate will awaken. The Stormcaller watches. Fate cannot be unmade." And you're all back. As you watch Roke place his hand on each of you, a thumb right on your forehead. His eyes glow a beautiful shade of violet as he brings you all back, one by one. As this is happening, the rowboat crests the final waves and the base of the fortress looms directly ahead of you. This unnatural mist still clings to the water, turning it into an opaque, swirling mass. And as you look up, you can see those arcane chains anchoring the fortress. The chains thrum faintly, and beneath the water you can see a dark, red void beneath. It scrapes against the jagged rock at the base. And above you, the Darkling Maw rises, its sanctum's cruel architecture promising nothing but despair. Somewhere within, Kozar waits. But so does the vampires and the unknown horrors of their sanctum. Roke is the first to stand on the ground, offering a hand to those that need it. As you find yourself at a very small dock leading onto dark, cobbled stone and a beautifully ornate gate about 50 feet behind. That mist still lingering in the air. Take it away.
I don't know how to after that. Jesus.
A lovely place this. I might come here for my next holiday.
Stephanie instantly side-eyes him.
There's a quiver to his voice. He's clearly not serious.
She's still like proper, fully side-eyeing him. And then shakes her head and says, I don't think we want to be rescuing you from here. I don't even know if we're going to be able to rescue anyone from here.
We're Keenan's Chaos Crew. We can do this.
That's not our name!
How like big is this? Is it like a huge, several stories tall kind of deal? Is that what we're?
Do you mean the Sanctum?
Yeah, the Sanctum.
It is about the equivalent of... what's a good building? Well, not quite that tall. But yes,
Excuse me,
it is
sorry.
very, very large.
Okay. I will then turn to Rogue and just say, the prisoners, are they throughout this whole place? Are they just kept in the dungeon? Like, how? We need to find him. Like, we need to narrow this down.
Stephanie's like a little bit of a smile because she's like, I didn't realize she was so dedicated to finding Kozar.
Nim's just like on a mission right now. She's like, this is
love
me
that.
element.
Mhm.
I love it. No,
Could
child, don't wake up. Don't wake up.
I have a
Don't
look
sleep.
around just to see if I can, because in his head, he's thinking vampires probably have beasts roaming around. Can he have a look around for some tracks of anything that might be guarding this entrance?
Yeah, make a survival check. So you just got onto the dock, and ahead of
Mhm.
you there's about 50 feet of cobbled stone, and then a vast towering backside of the fortress, and there's a very ornate door towards the front.
Yeah. So like slowly approach and just kind of look around for tracks as he's going
Mhm.
up.
Are you going towards the door?
I'll start making my way gingerly, but not going too far away from the others.
Okay. Make a stealth check as well while you're doing that.
That's an 18 and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a 24 on survival.
Oh. Damn.
As you're looking around,
That's
you
nat 20,
start.
by the way.
As you're looking around, you can't see anything sort of that would be from an animal, as far as you can tell. There's no droppings, there's no tracks. Yeah.
Keenan is. You said it's kind of like a red abyss underneath. Keenan's going to kind of like drop a rock over the side of the dock to see what happens, basically.
Yeah, it just sinks into the ocean. You guys watching it as it falls.
Yeah. So swimming's an option, guys. Just useful info.
Persephone's gonna sort of just walk in tandem next to Roke. And she's gonna say to him, do you remember roughly how long it took you to get, I'm assuming because you know where it is, how long it took you to get from the prison to, I guess, here, or do you remember how long it was?
I'm not too sure. I've never come in this way.
Okay, then how did you know this existed?
Well, we get told about it, and then I got shown it from the parapets, but I was never actually down here.
Are they usually guards?
Not usually. Most of them assume that you wouldn't be able to get up here.
Okay. I just have a few more stupid, ridiculous questions. I'm so sorry. The mist, the voices and stuff, it's just a defense mechanism, right?
I mean, yeah, most people say that. If you ask me, I think it goes a bit further than that. There were times that the Sanctum seemed, I don't know, it sounds stupid.
Alive?
But yeah.
It doesn't sound stupid. Sounds crazy, but I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like it fed on the blood and the fear. Like they've twisted it into something.
It's got
I'm not sure.
plenty of fear to feed on here. What I was trying to say, or ask rather, is that Zephyr said that she thinks they know we're here, based on the whispers. Do they? Or was it just something that happens?
No, there's quite a few of them. If they knew we were here, we'd be dead already. But that's not to say they won't soon.
She like looks at Callan and be like, it's like, yeah, he's not very subtle. And then she looks at Keelan and goes, and he's worse.
But yeah, in front of you is this sort of beautifully iron rear gate. And there's blood-red sigils that paint pulse faintly. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Across the surface. They wax and wane with the same sort of heartbeat. There's thorn vines that twist around the edges of the door frame, and the tips seem to glint with like a red hue. The ground in front of you, Kaelin, is uneven and scattered with a few shards of bone and rusted metal. You can't tell there's any animal droppings or tracks, but the air is thick and oppressive. And to the sides, where it still touches the water, the mist is swirling into faint shapes. And for a moment, you see like a female face with like a pointed ear before it wraps and disappears again.
So Rogue, this layout, what are we talking about here? Is there like a maze inside? Are we gonna like
I mean, no, it's not really a maze. I mean, it's definitely, there's a lot of rooms for sure, but I know a pretty straight direction to the dungeons if that's what you wanted. We're gonna have to go through a couple of places first, though.
I guess the dungeon is where we're headed. That's where they keep the prisoners, right?
Yeah.
Well, then yes, dungeon. And I'm also not particularly subtle, and she kind of like moves a little bit to kind of like plank her armor a little bit, to kind of be like, not very good at quiet. So if we, you know, a way that's not necessarily gonna matter as much would be good.
So you guys are all still stood on sort of the wooden platform just before it reaches the stone. Kaelin is slightly further ahead and is currently looking across this broken bits of stone and bone and can just see the door in front of him about 30 feet away.
Is Persephone's gonna like whisper shout, you know, when you're like gonna whisper shout to him, would you like me to cast detect magic?
Can you make a stealth check?
Oh no. What do I add? Oh, well, I mean 21.
Okay,
I rolled 19.
let's have a look at this, shall we?
Oh no.
It's my first roll. I can't wait. I'm gonna get you guys a not you, but the audience, a camera so they can see my dice rolls. Didn't need that one. That's the wrong one. Sanctum. This one.
With seeing sort of like the phantasmal shape in the mist,
Mm-hmm.
would that be something that Kaelin would recognise as like a wraith or anything like that with his background or not?
So it looks like a female visage. It doesn't have any color or form. It's all just made of white, thick mist. But it is familiar to you, yeah.
Oh no.
I kind of know where this is going, which is why I asked that question.
Yeah, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this oh no, it's for you, baby boy. Oh no. Oh
It
no.
is. It is very familiar to you. But you
Oh,
see
no.
it for just
I
a second and then
figured.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh sweet boy.
Right.
Did I pass the stealth check? What? Did I just get us killed? That silence is deafening.
Sorry, I'm just finding something.
I'm just watching you on stream and I'm like, oh god, it's not so
Yeah, that's much better. I was trying to find something. It looks much better. Yes, excellent.
Don't like that.
No. The DM is smiling, everybody. The DM is smiling.
Beware the smiling DM.
Okay. What do you say, Persephone?
She literally just says, "Would you like me to cast detect magic?"
Okay. As you say that, your words, as you're shouting, seem to distort, and Kalen does hear them, but then he hears another say it in front of him, and then another, and then you hear Holly's voice saying,
Sorry, buddy.
"Do you want me to cast detect magic?"
He's gonna literally drop to his knees and just. She can't be here.
As you say that, the mist begins to darken and take form. And you watch as a large, thudding paw reaches from the shadow and steps forward. You'll watch as this wreathed, shadowed dog assembles before Kalen, about 10 feet in front of him. Can everybody roll initiative, please?
Don't roll well. Don't roll well. Roll low. Roll low. Nat 20. Fuck.
Nat 20 as well. For
You've got a higher
23.
dexterity than me.
I'm gonna stab this mofo.
I got
Give me
22.
PTSD.
22.
I'm actually really angry. I really wanted to roll low. For one time, I'm not happy about nat 20.
18.
21.
16.
16, 21, 18. Kaylin, what was yours?
Nat 20, but for 23.
23. I need to roll as well. I
Perform me,
forgot I'm
boy.
here. Ew.
Come on, Roke. I'm sorry, I am only now just seeing this on your stream. I see. Oh, what? Oh my god, look at us. We're so cute.
They look so edgy in Hero Forge miniature version.
I really need
Kaylin,
to
you are up
fix mine.
first as you watch two dogs step onto the field.
Oh, I did not mean to press that.
I think first of all, he's gonna use his Blood Maledict and ignite his bow with lightning. So he'll just like do the
Ooh.
whole
Very cool.
snip, bite into his thumb, run it on the bowstring, and just take a pot shot at the first one in front of him with his longbow.
Yeah, roll to hit.
I need to take 1d4 as well. I'll do that after. So 16 to hit, 10 damage.
It hits.
It's a d4 for me to take. Would be a 4, wouldn't it? And then another d4 for him to take damage. Would be that, wouldn't it? Takes 1 point of lightning damage.
All right.
I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
Cool. Persephone, you're up.
Ooh, okay. This is fine. I guess. Oh, the heart. I guess. I'll just fuck it. I'm not sorry. We'll just try and pop a shot at one of them with our crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
The one closest to Callan, she'll sort of move. Maybe. I don't know. She'll move so she's not sort of behind everyone. Sort of maybe like to the left, and then she'll pop a shot at the one right in front of Callan.
Mm-hmm.
Please hit. We
Too
took
bad
20
that I
points.
forgot I could move because we're on Tailspire and I was looking on D&D.
No, that's okay. Oh, yeah, same. I don't know how to use this, so I've just not touched it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you just tell me where you want to go.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, so she'll probably just go, like, in front of Roke and to the left a bit. I'm guessing that's Roke. Yeah. Bibbidi boppity boo. Where is my +4 for 16?
Hits.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't think it would. Okay. Oh, I'm fine. That's not bad. 78. Another 8.
Nice.
8. And then yeah, I'll just end it there because I don't think she can do anything else.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Keenan, you're up.
Oh,
Keenan is going to come forward a little bit, so he's parallel with Seth, and then to the right 2 squares, please. And he's going to look at the dog immediately in front of Callan and say the words that any dog would hate to hear. You're a boy, and cast vicious mockery.
I almost did that same fucking
Was that
thing.
was that a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save of 15.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
Pardon me.
That is a 12.
Yeah, fails. Awesome. So that is 2 points of psychic damage,
Mm-hmm.
and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Awesome. Well done.
And then he's going to kind of call out to Kalen and say, "Come on, you're my brave hero. Don't let a couple of rangy mongrels scare you," and give him bardic inspiration.
Very nice.
It's a D6 to anything now, isn't it? With magical
Yes.
inspiration. Yeah. Cool.
You watch as the one in front of Kalen sort of barrels towards him, growling. You see this now shadowed, glinting drool begin to drip like a dark ichor from their mouth. They're going to try and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 15.
That doesn't hurt.
Oof. Good baby.
Very nice. Yeah, no, that's fine. This one is going to... run straight for Keenan. And
Yep.
do the same thing. Oh! That is a 19.
That hits.
That is... 8 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Okay.
And make a strength saving throw for me.
See from 10.
Cool. You watch as this shadowed dog bites into Keenan's shoulder and sort of throws him to one side. Keenan, you go clattering into the side of this lit brazier. You are knocked prone at the moment.
Okay.
Zephyr, you're up.
Hello. So Zephyr is going to stay where she is and cast a Sacred Flame at the one nearest.
Okay. That's a save, isn't it?
Yes. No. Wait. What is it? Dexterity saving throw.
21.
Does not hit. And yeah, she'll end her turn there.
Cool. Nim, you're up.
Nim is just gonna run straight for the dog that just like thrown Keenan, battle axe in hand, and is gonna take a swing. She's like newly emboldened by the return of her armor,
Love it.
but she's a little bit too cocky because that was the 9 to hit. So
Oof, rough.
yeah, I need to
Anything
roll
else?
better. She's going to actually cast divine favor on herself.
Okay.
So my weapon attacks deal 1d4 extra damage.
Okay.
And then that will be the end of her turn.
As you're all watching this unfold, is it? No. Okay. Yeah. As you're watching all of this unfold behind them, as they're trailing, as they barrel towards them, you can see the shadow trailing out of this mist, and as they leave, another shape begins to take form, and a slightly larger version of these two mastiffs comes sort of cracking its neck, and you can see it's pulling itself towards you. This is an alpha. There you go. It sort of reaches its head into the air and howls, and you feel the sound move across the stone through the others and into you. Everyone needs to make a wisdom saving throw for me. I will mark him.
Undead?
It is
Oh!
none of them.
Oh, that is a 5.
Will make you
And that scared me, boy.
red.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 3.
So anyone less than 11, you will be frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the effect on a success. If a target save is successful, or the effect ends for it, the target is immune to any more terrifying howls for the next 24 hours. And then, as quickly as it appears, you see it walks towards near Kaelin, and as the flickering light just dies a little bit, it disappears. Kaelin, you can still just about hear the thudding of its paws, but it is invisible.
Okay.
It is Roke's turn. Woo. Let me grab his thing. Okay. Oh, do I do it or do I save it? I'll save it. He sort of looks for a moment at Zephyr, waiting for you to tell him, and has his hand sort of outstretched towards the mastiff that's closest to Keenan. If I may, darling.
Go for it.
Thank you. He throws his hand, and you watch as the ground beneath the concrete begins to spiral and crack as vast thorns begin to curl upwards and snap around this mastiff's legs. He's going to cast Entangle on them. Kaelin, you're up.
Right. So when frightened, I can't willingly move forward, can I? Or away? I can only move away,
I
right?
don't believe so.
Yeah, you can't
Whereas
willingly
can
move
you-
closer.
Yeah, you can just move away, right?
Frightened. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight. Technically,
That's still alive, he's
not true because he's not in line of sight. But you
Yes.
can't move willingly closer to where he was.
Okay. And I guess if I move, I take an attack of opportunity.
You would, yes, unless you disengage.
I don't think I have disengaged, do I?
You can use an action to disengage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. 'Cause it's not willingly attacking or moving. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire behind it, but so it's just clipping the one in front of me and the one around where the one that disappeared is.
Okay. Go for it.
So they have to make is it a dexterity saving throw of 13. If not, they're visible and we all gain advantage on them.
Yep, that's a 4. He was here. And the other two pass. Oh, other one passes. Either way, they passed. Anything else in your turn?
I think I will amplify my blood cursor binding on the big one.
Okay.
So that's for 1 minute. So
Can't
it's
you make him
DC 12 strength saving throw.
DC 12. 10.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm rolling crit die on myself. For God's sake. All the damage
Sorry.
I've taken is myself at this point. Yeah, so did he fail?
He did fail.
Okay,
Rolled a
so
10.
he is now restrained, is it? So it's reduced to 0, can't take any reactions to its next turn. In this case, it's 1 minute, and they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn.
Okay.
Cool. That's all I can do.
You can also repeat your wisdom save.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna roll the d6 inspiration. Hopefully get out of it. Oh god, that's only 1. So that's a 10, so I definitely fail.
Yep, no, you're still frightened.
Yep. But everyone else has advantage on the big one, I guess.
Persephone, you're up.
She's going to look at the big one.
The big boy.
The big boy. I've got it written down in my note as a big doggo.
Mhm.
And she's going to. It doesn't do a lot of damage or really much of anything, but fuck it. She's going to, even if it rolls a save, she's going to look at the big boss boy dog and say, after we kill you, we're going whoever left your fucking cage open. And cast Vicious Mockery.
Cool. That is a 11.
Hey! Nice. Not that it does much damage, but... 3!
Ooh,
Wow.
That's it.
that's high for vicious mockery.
Yeah, it does a d4.
Keenan, you're up.
Okay. If Keenan was to move to the left, he's not moving towards the big one because he's obviously frightened. Will he be in melee of the one in red? So if he moved like 2 squares to the left.
Yes.
Okay. He'll do that then and stab.
Stabby, stabby, yeah.
Stabby. It's with disadvantage, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, and he's not been hit by the fairy fire. Rough.
Okay, the first one definitely not. That was a nat 1 and a 2.
No.
And the offhand is a 19.
That hits.
You ready for this? It's
I believe.
5 points of piercing damage.
Pop off.
Better than nothing, man.
Yes, queen.
Exactly.
I did
Yes.
3, you did 5. Together that's 8. Oh, it's on different things. And mine. Together it's anything.
So got me with an 8 damage to myself.
I was really excited about that, and I shouldn't have been.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Kalen, the one in front of you is going to bite you. That is 19.
Yeah, no, that's it.
For 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, I am looking worse for that.
And a strength saving throw, please.
Just an FYI, I'm not going to heal you until you go down so that I can bring you back up at full HP. Like, well, I say full HP as,
That's a 9.
you know, most that I can heal.
You are thrown towards its boss. And you are prone.
Oh, no.
This one steps forwards towards Persephone and disappears.
Oh, no.
This one's obviously going to go for Keenan.
Mhm.
That's 9.
That misses.
Lovely. Zephyr, you're up.
Going to cast Guiding Bolt at
Ooh.
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus, love it. Why do we give them these names, man?
Remember, you got advantage on that. From
Okay.
very far.
Ooh.
Lycane, just so
Sorry.
you know, I rolled a 17 on my frightened check.
Okay.
Does that mean you're free?
Yes.
I believe it does. I hope it does with a 17.
Yes, yeah. It's an
It's like
an
an
11
18
for the
for you.
DC.
Oh.
Okay, so that's an 8, so I'm gonna roll
That's a
again.
miss.
Advantage. Nat 20.
Whee, let's go.
Woo!
So
Jenny.
what's your damage for Guiding Bolt?
It is on a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
So it's already 24.
Yeah.
And then roll.
I'm sorry, I'm very confused because D&D Beyond is trying to give me 10. Oh no, wait, I cast it at level 2. Shit. That's why it's saying 10d6. I don't want to do that. I wanted to do it at level 1. Okay, there we go. So roll 14.
So 34 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
Jeepers Christ!
Early.
Ah,
As you
Hail Mary,
watch
pray at the
Zephyr
very
sort of
bottom.
form this beautifully gold, with a hint of like a lightning blue, and throws it towards the Alpha, just wreathing him in beautiful light as he sort of winces. Part of the shadows seem to like retract inwards, losing part of his form for a second. Nim, you're up. Unless you have a bonus action.
I do not.
Okay. I'm still. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the one I'm stood next to, and hopefully hit this time. That is 17 to hit.
Hits.
That is 10 damage plus d4 radiant, so plus another 2 radiant damage. And yeah, I think that's all she's gonna do, but I will Roll my frightened check. And a nat 20! I'm no longer frightened.
Ah,
Woohoo! Okay. I mean, he's just gonna go for Kaylin. As you sort of tumble to the floor, you look up and you feel like this dripping, cold sensation as this ichor of black shadow drips down your face. You look up and see the drawling maw of this mastiff as he goes to bite down on you again.
He does. Does he get advantage on
He does.
Callan? So it would be a flat roll because
Yep.
I get. Okay. Oh, good luck, mate. I believe.
I got 5 health, so even if I survive, I'm probably 2.
That is a 7.
Oh my god.
That doesn't hit.
It would, because I wanted to see, just in case. It would have been a natural 20. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Saved by disadvantage. Really great.
Saved by disadvantage.
You're welcome. Yeah, my vicious mockery ain't looking so pointless now.
Bolstered by the beautifully radiant energy that Zephyr has produced, you see Roke sort of like cracks his neck. He's like, all right, I see how it is. He's going to walk forwards a couple of steps. And he sort of grabs the side of his belt. And as he does, you see this thorned whip appear in his hand. He reeks it around his head. And you've seen this used, or some of you have, a couple of times. But what's special about this one is it seems to, as he's sort of whipping it lasso style around his head, this beautifully frost outline begins to form, and he sort of whips it towards the alpha. It's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, you see it like hits the side of it, and the whole left-hand side of this alpha immediately freezes in place. The shadow's no longer able to change form as the alpha's sort of beginning to lose part of its body. Kaylin, you are up.
I'm assuming it takes my full action to get back up, right?
No, it takes half your movement. Yeah, back up.
Half I'm doing.
Yes.
Yes, what I can really do is shocking grasp it and then hope to walk away a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's... Oh, that does not hit. That's a 7. Right. I can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna hope for the best and chuck... Is it a bonus action for potions, or do we rule it as a...
Bonus action for you, action for someone else.
Okay, I will drink the 1 healing potion we have, so that's 2d4 plus 2. And 7 healing. So die now. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Cool. Persephone, you're up.
Oh. Okay. Meh, 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 meh. Get off of my screen. Get off of my screen. Maybe I should put one of these bad things on. Where's the fun in there? He's just gonna pop another crossbow shot. But she's gonna pop it at the big guy. Big guy!
Still got advantage, remember?
Okay, maybe I'll get an even better roll. I did for a 19. Thank you. There's a 19 hit.
A 19 hits.
Oh, thank God. The silence was scary. 6. Not a lot, but it's something. And that'll be it. You didn't die, did you, Callan? You're still alive.
No, he's still alive.
No,
Okay,
I'm
never
I'm
mind.
holding on. I'm alright for now.
Yeah, you keep clinging.
Keenan,
advise
it's
me
your
then.
turn.
Keenan is gonna look over this little dog at the big one and go, "No belly scritches for you," and cast vicious mockery.
Belly scratches for you.
Oh, that's me, isn't it? Hang on.
Yeah.
Belly scritches. It's 10.
Fails. That's 3 psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack. And then is gonna kind of like elbow Nim and say, "Remember our training. Be more fluid, but not cast bardic inspiration. Just generally inspire, just not a magical
okay.
inspiration."
All right. Let me just roll to see. Persephone, can you make a strength saving throw, please? Oh, actually. Yeah, no, do it and then tell me what the outcome is.
I was muted. I was
I
laughing
knew
because I
it.
rolled
I
a nat
knew it.
20. I rolled a nat 20 and then I laughed because I'm like, oh, well, I guess it's a 19 because I'm a -1.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as a figure materializes in front of you. This form of a dog once again right in front of your face and bites down on your shoulder. Rawr. Row, row, row.
Ugh. She just gets more jump scared than she does hurt. Oh, scary.
This one's gonna go for. Ooh, it's an eeny meeny. I rolled a d4. Get out of my tray. Get. I didn't choose. Odds or evens for Keenan? What should it be?
Odds.
Odds.
He is odd.
Exact. That was literally what was in my brain.
The odds were always in his favour.
For Nim, that is a 13. Which misses.
That's not it.
No. Zephyr, you're up.
I am going to let's cast first level inflict wounds. I gotta decide on who I'm gonna go touch.
Who are we touching?
I'm sorry?
Who we touching?
Did who give consent?
Nice. Nice. I didn't even notice that one.
The puppers looking.
The two smaller ones seem definitely more okay than the currently half frozen one.
That's fair. Brain is not working.
She's mind. I'm gonna guiding bolt the big one.
Okay.
Or attempt to.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24.
How would you want to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, yay! So picture Zephyr holding her hands close to each other, and forming a circle of lightning between her hands as she pulls her hands round her side, channels all of this electricity, and just fires it straight at this dog, Kamehameha style.
Amazing. You watch, well, all of you do, as a crackling streak of blue and gold lightning hits this frozen creature, shattering it in pieces that spread across the floor. Kaelin is just splattered with ichor all across his face as the whole thing explodes.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn? Very cool.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Nim, you're up.
She's just gonna keep swinging at the big. Well, not so big, but the still pretty big dog in front of her. So that's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
That is 12 points of damage.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Awesome. Oh, it's Rogue's turn. What other cool things does he have up his sleeve? Oh, yes, of course. You watch as he sort of tilts his head at all of you and then looks at Kaelin, who's now this bloodied, ichor-covered mess. And he's like, "Don't worry, pal. I've got you." And sort of flicks his hand. And you watch as, like, this almost purple lavender scent just comes spiraling at Kaelin. You heal for... Well, let's roll 2 ones. That's great. 6 points of healing.
That smells a lot better than all that blood.
And now it's your turn.
From a quick visual glance, out of the two mastiff type things that are left, which one looks like it's worse for wear to me?
Make a
Perception.
perception, yeah.
That's 21.
Ooh, okay. The one next to Keenan and Nim looks definitely worse for wear.
I'm literally just going to turn around in rage after being like thrown around like a...
He's a barbarian.
Like a chew-toy.
And then just fire off my longbow directly aiming at his arsehole, basically, just in rage, just because I want to make them hurt.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh, come on, I rolled a net 1. Really?
Oh,
Oh no.
That is a miss. Anything else?
Oh, come on.
Wild. What a
Bonus
plus
action, can I
7.
do anything to make this hurt? No, I can't. Damn it! I will literally
Persephone,
just
you're up.
I'll run up behind it, just so I'm like next to it.
Give it a little tap on the bum. Ooh.
Damn it!
Taps are a free act.
What if I was
Can I pet that dog?
Yeah, Persephone, you're up.
Shit. That's all I really have to say in this scenario because I've got fucking nothing. For close range.
You got nothing left.
For close range, yeah. Fucking nothing.
Do you not have inflict wounds?
Nope.
Oh, nice, alright.
Yeah, with a -1 because I'm weak. I don't know. It doesn't sound too smart to me.
He pulls out a rolled up newspaper and swats the dog.
Again with a -1. I don't know. -1 to strength, guys. I am not a strong
Oh yeah,
person.
all of your spells are ranged.
Yeah.
That was silly, wasn't it?
Oh, wow.
Could always
Oh,
punch
yeah,
it and do
nothing
no
I don't
damage.
need. Yeah, that literally does nothing. I
could
genuinely
grapple it.
don't know.
You can shove it. You can try
You
and
mean
hit it.
all with my -1?
You can action disengage and get some distance for next turn.
That's true.
is it? Oh, rogue. No, so that came out way meaner than I'd intended. I wasn't being like, ugh, rogue.
Ugh, that guy.
Gross.
It was a rogue.
I got now. I'm a little bit more partial to him now that he's like healed me.
How dare you? I guess I'll just have to disengage and move back. Fine. There's no point doing what could be literally no damage.
Or you could stay in melee and flank with Rogue so that he at least gets advantage, and then just do a ranged on the other one.
That sounds like I'm gonna die. Sure.
I'm just giving you options. You do whatever you want.
No, fine. No, that's okay.
What would you like to do?
She's gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the other one.
Okay.
It's not gonna be any kind of. It's not gonna be a witty remark. It's not gonna be anything. It's just literally gonna be like, "Will you fucking die?" She's just annoyed. She's like, "I just die, Jesus." And
That
then
is
she'll
a
move to the other side.
14.
Oh, that's the save DC. They just saved.
Or do you...
Huh?
Oh, yes. Never mind. Carry on.
And then she'll just go to the other side of the one right next to her. That she's
This one?
flanking. Yeah.
By the way, that's not actually Rogue. I just couldn't find another model.
Oh, that's fine. I'm pull her.
Keenan, it is your turn.
Poke, red doggo.
Poke. Get him.
Pokey.
Poke.
The first one is a 23.
Hits.
Second one is a dirty 20.
Also hits.
So, with the rapier, that is 7 points of pokey damage.
Yep.
And dagger is... Why do I keep putting my d4 away? Dagger is 4 points of pokey damage.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Cool beans. This one is going to go for... Oh, who's it gonna be? Persephone, odd or even?
I'm just as odd as Keenan. So,
Cool. Good choice.
oh,
Misses on Roke.
thank God.
And then... Oh, there's 3 targets now. Anything but a 4. Here we go. That's
Rolls
a 4. Anything but a 4. That's another 4. Come on,
No.
baby. There we go. As Kaelin sort of runs up behind it, you watch it sort of flips
no.
in an instant, and its head is where its butt used to be. And it's going to try and bite you
Okay.
with its
Oh,
butt
no.
head.
I got more health to work with now. Should be alright, right? Let's crit.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Silvery barbs.
I had to say it.
Oi, nice. That's a natural 1. Hey,
Oi.
with the clutch silvery board. What?
And Kaelin, you get the advantage.
Jam into your son.
There we
Go.
go. That's done. Zephyr, you're up.
Going to going to try. What am I gonna try? I don't know. don't know. Sacred Flame again. At the one on the right.
Okay.
Dex saving throw, please.
Dexterity. 11.
It failed.
It failed. Roll damage.
It takes 3 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Nim, you're up.
Yeah, she is gonna continue to swing for this one that's in front of her, even though it's now but towards me. It's a vulnerable area.
Oh, yes.
Carve off a cheek for me.
Ah, that was a nat 1.
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
Mhm.
Even better.
Same, thank you.
That is, if I can do maths, 15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, that's 10 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
So Nim goes to swing for where its head was seconds ago, and instead cleaves down into its back leg, and as the axe connects and almost cleaves the leg off, you see this golden glow come from the axe as her divine energy kind of deals the final damage. that it
Very
needs.
cool. Incredible. It is dead. And it is Rogue's turn. And I'm going to... turn to Keenan. And he sort of mimes tipping a hat, even though he's not wearing one. He's like, don't worry, I got you too. He's gonna cast Healing Word. You regain 6 points.
Thank you very much.
He's then gonna turn to the dog, looks at Seth, winks a little bit. He's like, down boy. And just punches him square in the face.
Please have more than a -1 on strength.
Oh, he's got something, don't worry. Cool. You watch as his fist connects. And once again, this sort of snowflake-ridden energy is behind it, and part of his body begins to stop and freeze. Kaylin, you're up.
I'm assuming the silvery barb's advantage only counted for the one that you
Yep.
used it on, right?
Yep.
Cool. I will literally just loose an arrow at the other one. That's all I can really do. So let's hope I roll better. It's a 16 to hit.
Hits.
11 points of piercing and 2 points of lightning. And then I'll move up behind it. So I'm in flanking position for Zeph.
Wonderful. Are you there? Persephone, is your turn.
No, it's me.
I have a question.
Mm.
If it's a saving throw attack, do I get disadvantage? How does that work? Because I'm not attacking them. Does it still? Does it make a
No, it's
difference
only
this
for
one?
ranged attacks that it works. If
could've-
you're causing someone else to do something, then no.
Son of a bitch. Me. I'm a son of a bitch.
Why?
Well, because I have like 4 spells that are sailing throws.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah, I probably I was realizing it after.
Oh, I see
spent
why
10
now.
minutes
Okay,
last
yeah.